Welcome back to the Join Dota League Season number 4 Division 1 and 2 playoffs. It is xGame KC versus Goomba Gaming in this best of 3 where, well, Goomba, they have a 1 game advantage after some unfortunate things happening in game number 1 for xGame, but in this game they have 2 stand-ins, unfortunately. Well, 3 even, to be honest, but Tomasz was standing in for the first game already. But Reeves and Mantis are no longer with us, unfortunately, for this series. But we are HeflaTV, I'm Coucher, I'm joined by the Swordfish Man. Do you think this is going to be 2-0 for Goomba?
Honestly, yeah. I mean, as a caster, I shouldn't be saying these things, but I mean, when you're playing with 3 stand-ins, on top of being a team that's usually really inconsistent, as xGame is, I mean, like they're constantly changing rosters and whatnot, and the solid players in the team, which are in fact Reeves and Mantis, are not there. I don't know. It's not a good position to be playing, and Goomba is a very solid team. They do pretty well. Usually, they already came back, so the morale next game is already pretty bad, I would imagine. So unless they pull on some amazing performance or they're playing some amazing game, I'm pretty sure Goomba's got this pretty in the bag.
I would think so, but xGame now picking up a Skyref and a Wraith King. A Wraith King these days isn't seen as often. Do you think this is the support duo we're seeing at the moment, or is xGame going back to the Wraith King core? Of course, Mantis was the player to just play it every single time, but xGame, they're a team that has pretty much played the Wraith King as a core role the most from what I've seen.
I mean, they could bring him as a support. I think a support racing is still viable, but like you said, they do have ran him as a core before. The only issue is if he becomes a core, I think it's too easily kited, too easily counterable. I know the Viper's no longer in the pool, but any pick, honestly, even a Drow Ranger, just Wraithing kind of dies. So I don't know. I don't know how effective a core Wraithing really is in these days when the pool of carry is so powerful and so large.
And just look at the bans at the moment from xGame. Doombringer, more or less a complete respect man most likely, but also a Kanka banned out. So Goomba, they left a lasting impression on xGame with the last game at least.
Yeah.
Goomba themselves though, Viper and a Lycan banned out. Lycan I think they banned out in the first game as well, maybe even the Viper also. But heroes like Razor, I guess even Death Prophet to some extent, is still in the pool if need be. Do you have any like heroes that you would think either side will pick up?
Honestly, right now, from what I'm seeing, Goomba seems to be going for a kind of a ganking slash team fight lineup. So I don't know, like they've picked some powerful heroes. I think the Ruba can easily go with anything from the Ancient Apparition, would be a pretty solid pickup, to a Dench, which is somehow still in the pool. I think pretty solid for them. xGame could easily go for a Legion Commander, which is still somehow in the pool as well. Perhaps a Void if they want to come out of Skywrath Mage. I think those probably would be the heroes I'd pick up. Is there anything you would want to go for?
Man, I'm not in particular at this point, to be honest. Like I said, Goomba might go for like more the ganking team fighting style. So something like a Tidehunter for the offlane, for example, for Goomba maybe wouldn't be too bad. A Centaur could also be considered, I believe. I wouldn't be opposed to a Wind Ranger from either side, maybe in xGame. Just lots of lockdown, Shackle Shot into Mystic Flare, easy setup as well if it does actually latch onto somebody. It's just a new range on the Power Shot it is so damn great. You can help out with a Power Shot to just go for a gank. If you're in the mid lane, you just run like into halfway to the river, like a little bit past the rune point, and you can already more or less Power Shot the lane.
I agree. I think a Wind Ranger would be a pretty good pickup for their team. Would really, I mean, it's just a really versatile hero in general. And now they've buffed her considerably. She's also really good at pushing as well. So I would like that pickup actually.
If xGame would pick it up and go for it in the mid lane against Brewmaster, it's fairly good as well. Just with the poke harass of just constant right clicks and then power shots. But xGame, they have favored the puck, or favored the buck in the first game at least. So it might also be a solid choice. Just getting the silence against Brewmaster is definitely not a bad thing to have.
Yeah, obviously, the more silence, the better for this guy. So, I mean, even though they already have a good Skywrath Mage for him. Oh, they're going to go for the Storm in the end. I like the Storm, actually. The Storm is a solid, good ganking power. Lots of nuking power as well. Easily, very strong. As long as the Rubik does not steal your ultimate, I think pretty good.
It's definitely not bad, especially, let's say, if the Wraith King is in the core role. The Storm Spirit just constant like ball lightning static remnants into right clicks of the overload, which will slow the targets a little bit as well. will make Wraith King's life a little bit easier in actually staying on target. Also, double stuns, Brave Fire Blast now, and the Electric Vortex, so decent amount of lockdown, which was something that xGame completely lacked in game number 1, so at least that won't be that big of an issue. It's just people like all the time TP away from under you.
Yeah, that's quite the issue for. I don't know. Yeah, I completely agree. That's probably the best counter. So I guess they solved that somehow. So pretty good. Wow, never mind.
Okay then, so I guess it's going to be a Wraith King support.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
I kind of support the idea of it being in that just role as well. Skyref Wraith King definitely pretty solid roaming combination as well. Just Brave Fire Blast or Concussive Shot into Brave Fire Blast, something along those lines. But Shadow Fiend is... How are they going to lane this? Is it rather a Shadow Fiend safe or Storm Spirit safe lane?
I mean, this is hard to say. I mean, the Storm Spirit safe lane I really don't like, but they kind of run it a lot. But the Shadow Fiend safe lane, I don't think he works just because of how level dependent he is. Honestly,
Storm Spirit aggro tri-lane with Shadow Fiend mid?
I hate that, but like I think it's the best option. It just Storm Spirit has run a lot in tri lanes. Recently, I've seen it surprising amount, and he's just always ineffective. So I don't like when they do that, but I think it's the best option right now. I don't really like xGame's draft though. I just kind of fail. I really favor the guys at Goomba gaming for now.
Man, just because they have an ogre, man. Just because they have an ogre.
Not really. To be fair, the ogre I think he's not that powerful of a support anymore. Just considering the fact that he has such a low range on his stun, it's kind of like he has to literally run next to the guy and be like, okay, now you're stunned. It's pretty much a dragon tail, but with a little bit more damage. So I don't think the ogre's that powerful anymore.
Well, I guess it's definitely nerfed a little bit, but he can still be strong if you just get a little bit lucky with the multicast. Also, Ignite earlier on, definitely a good ability to have. Against Storm Spirit, maybe not as much, just because he's gonna have the ball lightning anyway, but against Wraith King, even Shadow Fiend slowing him down, just closing the distance, Bloodlust, but who can they even use the Bloodlust on? What are gonna be their cores now? They still need an offlaner unless they want to like run a Brewmaster offlane. So Centaur, Clockwork, Tide Hunter, all of them are still available.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I guess in this case, a Clockwork is effective, I think. I think a Clockwork with the ganking ability, and the recent buffs to his magical power would be quite good. The Centaur, I mean, they're both pretty solid. I'm still waiting. Oh, well, Night Stalker is actually quite interesting. I'm still waiting to see the Darkseer, but I don't think I think the Darkseer with xGame would actually be quite powerful in this case. Not so much with Goomba.
Yeah, with xGame actually wouldn't be bad at all. Just into the Requiem of Souls already is a pretty good combination. Just even the Storm Spirit with the Overload, just random static remnants, whatnot. Not too bad, but Night Stalker, it's definitely a good hero to have because you don't need to build Orchid just because, well, you have a built-in silence anyway against the Storm Spirit. So can be extremely strong and important in just shutting down the Storm Spirit and making it so that he does not completely snowball out of control or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Also Shadow Fiend, not the tankiest of heroes early on, so before he gets the BKB, Night Stalker might find him as an easy prey, to be honest. Mm-hmm. So I think Night Stalker all in all probably will see a lot of play in general. I mean, already has seen quite a lot. Virtus Pro Polar pretty much the team that I think runs it most already, so just the changes to the Night Stalker are so good.
Yeah, I like the hero now. The changes, except for the weird animation we sometimes get with him. I think he's viable once more. The question is, will he be that great here? Except for the I mean, like you said, the silence on the storm is good, but besides that, is he going to be really that powerful? I don't know. It remains to be seen. I think he needs some sort of ganking partner besides the Brewmaster to be able to be, to do that.
Yeah, the one thing that they kind of are lacking is that how do they set up their lanes with this? Night Stalker, 100% you want to get levels, so I think mid lane for him most likely.
Mm-hmm.
But if he's up against the Shadow Fiend or Storm Spirit, not going to be the easiest lane to go or be in. And that's what I think Goomba might be running like a Brewmaster off lane in that case. And pick up like, I don't know, Medusa, Phantom Assassin, Troll Warlord, something like that, I don't know.
I mean, a Brewmaster could very well go into the carry position, pick a Clockwork perhaps as an offlaner, and the Clockwork would go well with the Night Stalker, and because they can gank really easily. And I don't think you should have much trouble because the Clockwork. I mean, if xGame does, okay, never mind. I screw this. I don't know what I'm playing anymore. What is this? Omni-Knight offlane? I'm assuming.
I would think so, and offlane Omni-Knight is actually really hard to deal with, just because, well, repel and run away. Unless you have like a Fisher to stop him, it's really hard to actually get the kill on him like that.
Yeah.
So, also repel on Storm Spirit silently means that Night Stalker silence doesn't mean anything. Of course, that's when the Omni-Knight is actually close by, so xGame, maybe they're just waiting for their crucial levels to come, maybe like get a mech or something like that running and then just try to death ball with the Omni-Knight being present, just because otherwise, Storm Spirit might be alone rather often, but Goomba Gaming going for a Luna as well, so nighttime vision is the key for them.
So it seems like it is going to be Brewmaster in the offlane position.
It's not that bad, although xGame, what they will have as their own tri-lane is going to be rather scary for Brewmaster to deal with. I mean, Sky of Mage is just hard to deal with as a solo support already. There's also going to be the Rayfire Blasts and either Shadow Razes or just Electric Vortex and Storm Spirit to follow up.
Honestly, I think if they go aggressive tri-lane, it could actually be pretty successful. But it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case, so ignore that. But if they went for an aggressive tri-lane, I think it would be kind of successful with these guys. But oh well.
Yeah, it might have been indeed, in my opinion as well. But to introduce the lineup, Stalkat will be playing the Omni-Knight for the offlane for xGame, leaving Tomash on the mid lane Storm Spirit, with Equal playing the Sky of Mage, Shkeeper on the Wraith King, and the last one will be Baby Knight on the safe lane Shadow Fiend.
As for Goomba, who are not gonna gank, it might find Baby Knight. Oh, there it is, the Fire Blast Stone. There's no range for that, my friend. It's too low a range. Oh, bitch. What? Okay, well, I
He
guess
had boots,
it.
so too fast. So that's gonna be first blood, telekinesis up as well. I thought that maybe going for Ignite would have been the better choice, but he caught up thanks to the boots. So really nicely done getting the first blood. Chill to pick it up as well. So that's gonna be the boots of speed for Brewmaster. Make his life a lot easier if he's gonna be in the offlane.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good first blood. Also on the Shadow Fiend, he finds that Shadow Fiend has a hard time recovering as well from kills and whatnot, so that's pretty good. And anyway, presenting the teams, let's start with Goomba. Let's go with Goomba now. It's going to be Armin as the carry Luna, and accompanying him will be Gasha as the support Ogre Magi, and Edit as the support Rubik in an aggressive tri-lane, it seems. Then mid, we're going to have Exist as the Night Stalker, and finally in the safe lane position, we're going to have Chill with the Brewmaster.
So I can't say I've seen this matchup often, or maybe not at all, but Brewmaster versus Omni-Knight. Brewmaster should still have the upper hand, right? Maybe until, of course, Omni-Knight like gets a Soul Ring or a Cane Boost or something and can just spam Purification to no end, but Brewmaster I think is slightly favored here, maybe?
I would agree with you in the sense that Brewmaster has not only the spam from the obviously the what's it called, Thunderclap, but also the crits, which he can land on Stalkat. On top of that, he's also tanker, so there's that. I would favor the Brewmaster, but not too much. I don't think the Omni-Knight is gonna have too much trouble here.
Well, he's tankier thanks to the Drunken Brawler, but his base armor got reduced by 2, I believe it was, so he, thanks to Ring of Passage, they're sitting both at 5, so should be rather just epic brawl by them, just right-clicking away. Try to go with Thunderclaps and Purifications and whatnot. Stalkat though has put one early point into Degen Aura, just to make sure that if Brewmaster maybe gets like a nice Thunderclap, oh Baby Knight. God damn, that just, there's no escape, you're so squishy of a hero, 470 HP.
On top of that, you're also in a lane we're not gonna get any XP, which is what he needs. Again, I don't know. I don't like the Shadow Fiend in the carry position. I don't think that's ever been run actually. Like at least not successfully. I don't know if you've ever seen it before, but like it's just a hero that's really hard to begin with to snowball with him in mid. I mean, he's not popular at all anymore because of how unsafe he is. But in the carry position, it's even unsafer.
I think it's, I mean, in theory, if you're up against like a solo offlaner, it's just fine. Just because your supports can roam around or just be pulling through non-stop and whatnot, so Shadowfiend can get almost like solo XP, something like that. Yeah. But since Goomba did decide to go for the aggressive tri-lane, that just means that xGame support, they cannot leave the Shadowfiend alone. I mean, even if the support's being there, the Shadowfiend still died, so it's really, I think, Goomba a smart, just strategic decision by them going for the laning that they did.
Yeah, I think Goomba really red lanes well in here, and they're kind of nullifying the Knight completely here. I mean, it's 2-0, so they're doing pretty well in that sense. And in terms of last hits, it's also the Night Stalker who's dominating mid position. He's already got his bottle and whatnot. There's the Brewmaster who's doing really well as well. So, I mean, I think Goomba should be happy if they can just capitalize on this advantage they have. And unlike last game, they should be okay.
Just look at where xGame is standing. They don't even dare just go in last hit when the creep wave is past the trees pretty much. EDO still wants to go in, eating his way through the trees. Wants to go for a sneaky telekinesis. And if he gets it onto Baby Knight, maybe it's going to be enough. Although this time around, Keeper is actually close enough for a very fair blast to just retaliate.
Can he telekinesis him back behind the trees? Is that possible?
I don't think it would be far enough. Well, if Keeper is standing in the trees, then yes, but otherwise, even if you drag him below the tree, it destroys the trees, you drag him through, so there would be follow-up anyway.
That's really unfortunate. I think they can easily take the shadow.
No, Tomasz with a double damage rune, gonna get assist, gets the electric vortex, but the tower will bring him down in return. Still a worthy kill, just because Night Stalker didn't get the XP for one, of course. So, nicely done with the double damage, taking advantage of that, getting the kill.
Not that bad of a kill of a situation though for the Night Stalker either, to be fair. Because
just look at the last hit so far, 17 and 2 on the Night Stalker compared to the 11 on Tomasz. I didn't expect the Night Stalker to have that great of a time mid lane, to be honest.
Yeah, I guess he's really tanky and it's hard for Tomasz to really do anything. The Void is also really low mana, so he can actually spam it on the Storm Spirit. I think it's more effective than getting last hits with it. So yeah, Night Stalker really effective. And up top now, they're going to go on Keeper. Actually, no, they're going to go on Gasha now. They're one in trouble, and he's going to go down. They're going to dying first, but can the... Yep, they're actually going to get the kill on the Wraith King. And right now, it's going to be a 1-for-1, support for support. Pretty fair trade. Nothing to be commented on, really. It was even all around.
Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate that they couldn't make up their mind on which target to go for earlier on. But Exist now in the mid lane with the Invis rune as well. He has 1 point into Silence. Tomasz, he got to just bottle up his bounty rune as well. So he's back to full HP, which means that Exist probably won't get the kill even if he tries to go for it. He might still attempt it, never mind, just avoid and that's it.
Yeah, seems like we're now... I mean, the important thing here, I think, is not getting a kill. It's Exist just kind of zoning out Tomasz out of lane, which is really effective. And up top, they're actually going to go. Gasha is blocking out Baby Knight. A little bit ballsy by his part. They're going to get the tower here. Now they're going to get Gasha out, finally. And can he make it out? No, the Ray's finally killing him off. That was weird play by him, honestly.
I have really no idea what they tried to accomplish. He was like, yeah, they're not going to be able to run past me, but... They have a lot of damage, especially since Shadow Races actually got buffed as well in the latest patch. I think it was like 25 extra damage with each level. Yeah. So... Yeah. That was just really weird. I mean, they did do quite a lot of damage to the tier 1, so I guess it's not like a completely worthless trade or something like that, but just a little bit weird. I mean, they felt too safe on the top lane, I think.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know why. I don't know why he did that. Like, I'm still trying to process that. Like, it was a little bit unfortunate. Oh well. Either way, at least the other lanes are going well. Exist should start ganking soon now that it's nighttime. Before it passes. So we're just kind of waiting for Night Stalker to start ganking.
So the top lane actually, in terms of last hits, is the most even. Mid lane 26 and 5 on the Night Stalker compared to Tomasz's 16 and 0. Bottom lane Chill is sitting at 13 to 14 compared to 16 and 1. So looking extremely good, but there's a smoke coming in from Edie and Gasha. Tomasz unfortunately just went to the bottom rune, picking up a double damage. They do need to get the Crippling Fear though, they need to get the Silence, although never mind, Keeper gonna run and, well, he smoked straight into the enemy smoke. He's gonna get stunned though, with the Ignite and the Telekinesis, they maybe even have enough with a level 2 Fate Bolt. Never mind, as Exist comes in, it's definitely enough. Tomasz can silence him in time. Electric Vortex with the Purification, my god, the damage coming out. Gasha will go next. Double damage of Tomasz, of course. Helps out a little bit, never mind, the Repel got rid of the double damage, so that just happened, but still 2 just important kills.
That was a huge damage outburst by the Storm Spirit and the Omni-Knight. That's insane. If they can pull off that combination consistently, they're gonna be in for a good time. Concussive shot now hitting Armin. Avina was going to raise him out, but no. Actually, in fact, Avina's the one that's in trouble now. One Lucifer ought to do it, but no, he's not gonna be able to get that off. But Avina will die as well, and it's gonna be Gosh getting that kill. With the unfortunate Luna dying right before not getting the XP.
I think you should have expected that to happen if you're Luna, even with the magic stick and getting a pretty huge chunk of HP back. just shadow raises, you should always be aware of the damage coming out from those. I mean, it's ridiculous how much burst they get if they actually connect all of them. So Luna getting a little bit eager. I mean, as we saw, Gasha was plenty, and Lucent Beam has a pretty huge rage. So Armin should have stayed, or could have stayed at least a little bit farther back, and then go in with just a Lucent Beam to snatch the kill or something.
Yeah, that was very, I don't know, I think Luna got a little cocky there. But, you know, I think that in general, Goomba's playing a little bit cockily here, just because of the stand-ins, perhaps. And Armin now, again in trouble, the Storm Spirit coming in as well. Armin in a lot of trouble, but he's really fast, so he's going to be alright in the end. And Tomash trying to get the kill, but not managing it. Armin staying in lane, really, again, ballsy. Okay, are they going to get some help from someone else? That's Night Stalker doesn't seem to want to go up. He has Darkness, or he's going to level that up soon with a bounty, hopefully.
Well, yeah, at the moment, it's just nighttime chest hit, so there's the Darkness we were talking about. Might try to go for Keeper, who's only level 4, so no reincarnation, but lots of heroes coming in, and this Observer spots them out as well. So he's just gonna escape, gonna go pick up the Haste Rune. I guess it's like nighttime for him when he has the Haste almost. Spells still a little bit weaker because it's not nighttime, but gonna be good enough for his movement speed. In the meantime, of course, Chill farming up as well. After the face boots up to 1.6k gold almost. So he's gonna have like a 10-11 minute blink dagger probably.
Yeah, which is gonna be pretty strong actually. He's gonna be able to start ganking with the Night Stalker as well. And actually up top now, they're gonna go on Baby Knight, who's in trouble, receiving a lot of damage, but the Purification, oh wow. Purification plus Repel actually saving him completely here. And Armin now, the next one to die here. The Storm Spirit too powerful. They're gonna kill him off really easily. Now they're trying to find Gasha, who's now fighting both Baby Knight and... ooh, that's really bad actually. They're fighting together and not gonna actually manage to do anything. Gasha is probably gonna die. They're gonna kill Baby Knight before they die. The Void is not valid because the Repel is being used. And this Omni playing out of his mind here, actually saving multiple times the Shadow Fiend. No, never mind. He TP's away.
So yeah, Omni Knight so far has kind of been the saving grace. First of all, helping out with the burst damage to get the kills of the Purification. Then the repels have been so crucial as well. Unfortunately, one repel was a little bit too late. Oh, Primal Split used with the Boulder to stop equals TP out. So they get the one kill, Stalker does come in. Gonna take some damage, but gonna be able to survive, of course, especially with the repel there. So Primal Split for a Skyrift Mage, I guess it's kind of worth it at this point, especially since you don't have your blink yet anyway.
Yeah.
But oh, Chill might get chased down Stalker if he just can get close enough for the Dejan, or although Edie, he's around as well. Mid lane in the meantime, Tomash jumps exist. Now immediately fire blasted up, but one Shadow Raise, a few more right clicks, and Tomash gonna get another kill. This Storm Spirit 4-1-1, doing pretty well. I mean, really good aggression coming out from him.
Yeah, the Storm Spirit is actually... The Storm Spirit in the end, I think, would be the MVP, so-called, in this game. Because they're just playing really, really well. In the sense that they're just consistently getting ganks and whatnot, creating space for their carry, and if Shadow Fiend actually manages to recover, it's thanks to these two. So right now, Armin is the one in trouble. Storm Spirit actually hitting him barely, but the Lucent Beam, that Eclipse is actually active, so if he's not careful... Oh, never mind, he's not going to use it actually, he's going to TP away. I would have baited it. Honestly, I think the Lucent Beam would have been easily baited, considering Tomash's mana, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, Tomash just got a little bit unlucky that Luna was running away from the side chop just as he activated the ball lightning. So he couldn't even stop it by that time and just had to use a lot of mana zipping past the Luna. Definitely a little bit unlucky there, but Storm Spirit at the moment, although has only 20 lasted, still is number 3 or 4 in net worth. Telekinesis is used just defensively, but mid lane they might get the jump on equal. Void comes out first. No silence yet. There's the silence, a little bit too late, but with the Ancient Seal and a few right clicks, they get the kill anyway.
And I mean the TP from the Keeper is actually only gonna, you know, not do anything at all. It could be that he actually dies as a result of this. In fact, they're gonna go on him now, and the Void being used. He just picked up Reincarnate just to make sure he doesn't die. I don't even care about him anymore. They don't have the Eclipse right now, and in fact, Armin is gonna go down first. Storm is just gonna crush him completely. Wow.
Could have popped Magic Stick charges and tried to run, although even then probably wouldn't have gotten away. Although I think...
Bottom. Oh, never mind. Goomba's actually gonna make it out alive. Baby Knight now is in trouble being hit by the Gasha, and is gonna just... Oh. See.
Well, they're gonna post probably after Exist dies, I think.
No.
Exist was kind of standing around there as well for a little while. Maybe he was expecting the post to come out and like let go of his mouse and keyboard, I don't know. But some really nice kills for xGame coming out. I mean, getting the Luna like that. exists, highly likely to die now here as well. So, also Baby Knight being number 2 in net worth, struggling the way he did earlier on. I guess Shadowfiend definitely is a great flash farmer with just those shadow raises. So they're not looking all that bad. I mean, earlier on, with the laning, with just a huge last hit advantage for Goomba, I would have thought it's going to go way different. But at this point, there is still a 2k net worth for Goomba. XP though has dropped down to about only 600. And if they get the kill on Exist, it's going to lower even more. So xGame not looking all that bad. And Goomba, do they even have anybody to go for a defusal at all in this game?
No, I mean, I guess Nightstar can go for defusal to some extent. He's gonna go down, by the way. I think maybe Luna if she grabs Manta, but I will not go for defusal. It's not an over effect, so technically Luna can go for it now with the helmet dominator.
Yeah, she definitely she could, but I also am like a little bit skeptical about the choice probably. I mean, it's not bad, gives you some pretty nice agility, especially if you upgrade it to level 2.
Honestly, I mean, the defusal, the mana plus the Manta style Luna usually picks up will be pretty good. So, I actually, now I think about it, usually no grabbed it because I said she had the lifesteal, but that doesn't matter. I don't think it would be the worst of ideas.
Well, actually, it's a pretty good point to bring out. Just the orb effect of the defusal not being, well, not an orb effect anymore, I guess. Tomash though gets stunned, gets repelled, of course, as well. Going for ED first. Should be an easy kill, but Stalk at least gets stunned up. But ED, he is completely cornered. And now Gasha maybe should have gone for a straight runaway as well. He's gonna go down unless there are any stuns and right purification. Just the damage is enough. Baby Knight in the meantime will get found out by Exist. He was so close to actually not getting the kill with the TP, almost getting away from Baby Knight, but killing off Shadowfiend and losing 2 supports, it's still like a rather even-ish trade to Goomba, to be honest.
Yeah, I would say that Goomba is still not the. I mean, Goomba's still not getting such bad trades that they're losing, in the sense that, you know, there's the gold graph is still in their favor for whatever reason. The XP graph is only slightly not in their favor. But Goomba's still in the game. The question is, can they start, you know, actually capitalizing on this game and getting Luna a little bit of farm, getting nice Starker a lot of kills and whatnot? Because Luna's actually not under farm. He's pretty under farmed. The Brewmaster's not being as effective as he should be being. You know, that's if they can just fix these key points, I think they should be actually better off in next game.
Oh, Storm Spirit got to bottle up the haste and chill. Tried to just sneaky blink in and steal it, kind of. ED in the meantime has stolen Grey Fire Blast, so additional stun, definitely a good thing to have up against, well, any kind of lineup, to be honest, in most cases. But Tomash has the haste rune, pops it as well, might want to go for some aggression. Repel isn't there yet, but he gets telekinesis immediately. Purification is there, but the Grey Fire Blast will follow. Repel is gonna be there now, so he's gonna probably stay alive, but Keeper might be the casualty. Has the reincarnation already, and chill. He's silenced up, slowed down as well. Can they get the kill? Mystic Flare is there, he needs to be able to get the Primal Split, and there's the ultimate from Araman. They do get the Brewmaster though before his ultimate Keeper. He's still alive, they don't want to kill him, at least when he's actually gonna slow down everybody in a bad position. In the end, he does go down, equal from the high ground, no Mystic Flare anymore, nice telekinesis. Brings them to their own side of the river. So it's gonna be a 2-for-1 in the end. Maybe Stalker gonna go down as well, never mind. Just repel and TP out.
This Omnet is really being extremely annoying, so I can understand the issues that they're having trying to kill them. Now the Void should be going on Equal. Equal is probably going to go down here. One more hit, do it. There it is. Pretty good on job by the Night Stalker. So right now the only issue here is Tomash. If they can just bring him down actually when he starts on them, they should be fine. They have a silence on a long silence actually on Exist. In addition to Telekinesis and a stun on the Ogre Magi. So they should be fine unless, oh, Tomash has to repel. Never mind. It is now in trouble, but Chill is going to start up and actually completely destroy Stallcat here. There is going to be a dead Stallcat. And now they're going to try to kill Keeper first. And he's actually going to go down trying to stun one of the spirits, but not managing to stun Ningash instead. And Tomash now trying to get a kill here. And if he could be dying himself. There is no silence available right now, but he has no mana regardless, so it doesn't really matter. Baby Knight now in trouble because he's really squishy, so a couple more hits should do him in, but nothing's going to happen in the end. Not going to go for that Storm in the end, and the damage from Baby Knight just kind of trying to kill him off, but not enough. Meanwhile, this tower is probably going to go down to this Night Stalker. He just needs a little bit more, damage, and he has a DD after all. There's no backdoor protection on this tower, remember that, because it's a tier 1. And, well, seems like the fight ended up being kind of a stalemate.
And I'd say Omni Knight definitely has done a lot of work, and even with the buffs to Night Stalker's Crippling Fear, just costing 40 less mana than it used to, I think, still was not enough for him to get the Crippling Fear off. With the Crippling Fear, 100% kill on Storm Spirit. As well, speaking of Storm Spirit, finds himself Luna. So Otterman definitely not having the greatest of times. Still slightly better than Baby Knight Shadowfiend at this point, but he needs that BKB to be finished, and once he gets that, he can actually like start BKBing and just eclipsing yourself in.
Yeah, he should be completely fine in that sense, but once you get the BKB, but the question is, will he get the BKB in time? Because Shadowfiend is doing pretty badly, but at least he got a blink. He's already pretty effective. The Luna without BKB is just not effective at all.
So there is like I said, blink on Baby Knight, but there is also a Midas being built on Keeper. So this Brave King wants to transition into somewhat of a semi-carry at least some point in the game. Levels, I mean, are always going to be good for a Brave King because higher level into Reincarnation, lower cooldown of course, and by a hell of a lot as well, 100 seconds with each level. So pretty nice item pickup for him. If nothing else, you can always just buy wards, more wards. But
yeah, it's true. Eventually, he's gonna sell the Midas anyway. Well, I mean, actually no, because he's a support. But if he wants to transition into a carry, he has the possibility as well. So the Midas and the Wraith King, I guess, is pretty good. Also gives him a lot of DPS. The only bad thing is that it does slow down considerably his Blink Dagger, so there's that. And usually you want to go Blink early on Wraith King because he's being killed considerably and not being able to run out of stuns and whatnot. But with the Repel, I don't think you should worry too much about that.
mid lane Repel onto Baby Knight, but Exist. He's gonna go for Stalkat instead. Nice blink, Thunderclap first. It was a bait by them. Baby Knight still doing a lot of damage, but no raises anymore, and he's gonna go down as well. That was just beautiful focus fire, and of course, Invis Ruin doesn't really just hurt either in those situations.
Apesio got Luna a little bit closer to the BKB and whatnot. And on top of that, they actually killed a pretty important key player, which is the. And meanwhile, the Storm actually going down bottom. I actually didn't see this.
Yeah, I saw like half of it. He was trying to escape, got thunderclapped anyway, so he was slowed down, completely out of mana after the last jump. Then just an Urn of Shadows to finish him off. So really huge kill. It was also a monster kill streak to be ended there. So lots of gold for Goomba. Now daytime hits, no darkness at this point in time for them. But Exist for the next nighttime. If this tier 1 goes down, he's gonna have an Aghanim Scepter as well. So the vision is gonna be just so sick for them. They're gonna see everything coming that this game has to throw at them.
Oh, now Stalkat actually in quite a lot of trouble if he doesn't repel soon. But if he does, he's not gonna have repel for others. So interesting position Stalkat's put in. But no, never mind. They're not gonna actually pursue this. Huh? I would have gone for tier 2 in this case. I would have pushed a little bit.
They just want to play it extremely safe. Of course, there's no darkness to just use for the nighttime or anything. And also Luna is farming up the BKB, which, if he gets the Ancients, it's gonna be finished. But so far, not going all that fast for him. But that's the Aghanim Scepter done anyway. So if they have the BKB and the Aghanim Scepter, plus it's nighttime, also Vladimir's offering Feast and Chill, extra bonus damage, extra base damage. Some lifesteal if you're a melee hero. Armor, of course, not gonna be too shabby. And Ogre picks up an early gem as well. So they definitely want to get a lot of control, but this early of a gem, it's as nice as it may also completely backfire if you lose it.
Oh, and now Gasha is in trouble being hit by Tomash. Can they actually stop Tomash? They have a Suns ready. In fact, it's going to be used. Oh, Tomash is going to be completely destroyed here. Maybe not recovering from the ultimate as well. But that manages to launch off his before he dies. But there's a dead Wraith King as well. Nobody dead except for Gasha on the side of Goomba. But 2 dead already on the side of xGame. And there are 2 cores. That can a third hero die? The support is now in trouble. Keeper is now in trouble being destroyed by the spirits. And Dominant as well. There's only 1 guy left, and that was Equal. Can they storm him up? There it is. There's a storm. They can dispel this little tornado up, and that's a dead Scarlet Mage. Team wipe. Wow.
Yeah, Goomba only lose 2 supports as well. Of course, the worst thing to have happen there is Eclipse was used, killing off Tomash there once he was silenced. But I was like, oh, Eclipse only got like 2 bounces or something, but that's when Baby Knight blinked in. Just before Eclipse would have ended because there's nothing to bounce to anymore, more or less. He came in, got like 3 Eclipses straight on his head. He got off his ultimate at least, but not nearly enough in that situation.
Very effective Eclipse though, and no BKB still. So the next fight, they're going to have a fresh 10-second BKB, which is great. For the Luna, she's probably going to have Hemel the Dominator as well if she has to go for it. Also a Yasha. I mean, my next team fight, which is going to be huge. There's also Vlad's in the Brewmaster, which is going to be incredibly good, especially for the Night Stalker. The Agame's already up with the Night Stalker. Right now, the Goomba guys has really good itemization, whereas the xGame not so much. Now, in fact, Exist now is in trouble. Take back my words. He's probably going to go down. There it is. The Gen losing a lot of map control to that.
So, Unstoppable Streak ended as well. Lots of gold given away, especially to the Storm Spirit. So he can go for his own BKB if he wants to. I mean, Repel is all well and good, but the safety of your own BKB is usually still better, and that way he can just repel up the Shadow Fiend rather than the Storm Spirit or even the Brave King sometimes. So I think it's the BKB, or do we go for like a Bloodstone on Storm Spirit?
No, I think a BKB in this case is pretty effective. Like you said, no need for the repel constantly, because if you rely on the repel, it's kind of bad. But now, never mind, they're going to go on Gasha Tomash, and they pause.
Fun pauses, man.
Yeah.
So they need a second, at least nobody's disconnected yet, at the very least. While in the meantime, Chill, he is mid Thunderclap against Equal. This almost certainly is going to be the end of the Skyref, I think.
I mean, yeah, completely agree.
Can they turn the top fight around somehow, though? I mean, if they had one core there as well, maybe, but just ED and Kasha.
Unless ED manages to steal a beautiful ball lightning or arc lightning, I suppose. Oh, sorry, electric vortex. Sorry, I don't think can do much here. I guess Keeper's gonna have a hard time though catching up to Kasha. I don't know. Depends on, maybe someone TP's up. I don't think so though.
Yeah, Tomash is gonna give up as well, but Equal, a few more right clicks, Chill. He got slowed down by the concussive shot, but the face boots should be enough movement speed. Yeah, Equal, or Chill rather, gets the kill onto Equal. Bottom lane, Stalker just repel and TP out. Nothing to be done about it. At least not yet. Yule Scepter done now on Omni Knight as well. It's gonna be decent, I guess.
I don't know why the Yules.
Against Crippling Fear, I guess.
Usually it's a pretty good item, and yeah, the Crippling Fear, but I don't think he's not been silenced. That's been
Oh, Keeper. Exist comes in. It's nighttime as well. ED is around. Even the Courier's coming in. It delivers power threats, but Reincarnation popped. It is a level 2 Reincarnation though. Telekinesis to follow, but ED just goes for TP out instead.
Okay, that's really that was weird. I think they were expecting people to come in, but I think they could have just gotten a second kill.
I would have thought so as well, but they don't have any vision, so they're playing it safe at the moment. Not going complete pop style, just guys, we can get the kill, kill. Oh crap, there's 5 heroes there.
Yeah, that's true. That's the big difference between pops and pros, which I will never get to the pros.
Yeah, it's constrained, man. It's just have to think about future, and just not chase the kill ahead of you.
Yeah.
But sometimes, of course, it's like they don't have vision, so they don't know. It's easy for us to say, it's like, yeah, should have gone for it, but Exist gonna get silenced up. Not enough to get the kill, most likely, as Chill is around as well. So there's the silence of the Tomash. Thunderclap to follow. Primal Split is there as well. They need a little bit extra, but Exist, he gets silenced now. No Void to follow, but Tomash will burn down anyway. Crippling Fear, it just lasts for that long, and Exist gets the easy Skyref Mage kill. Now Keeper in the air, no Reincarnation. ED gets close enough for Telekinesis. Never mind, just Brave Fire Blasts the Brave King.
That's so satisfying when you kill the red team with his own spell, and now they're gonna go on Stalkat, who's gonna Yules up, but I don't know if that's gonna be enough. Maybe not now, suffering a lot of damage. They finally used that ultimate though, pretty effectively. Exist has no damage there because of that beautiful ultimate, and now they're trying to kill maybe that beautiful multicast just to finish him off. Definitely so much skill on Gasha, and now it's gonna be Stalkat trying to run away. The Lust to try to get him off, but no.
Still a pretty good fight. I mean, a little bit sad that the Night Stalker died if you're Goomba, but.
I mean, a 3-for-1, and they only lost really a core, and they got 2 cores on that one. And I mean, Omnign's not really much of a core. They're the basic cores. So I think it was a great team fight. And now Chill, meanwhile, taking this top towers, or he's gonna try at least. But no, everyone's coming in. They don't really want to fight this here. Chill's gonna try to run away, and wow, 80 just super effective here. Trying to actually manage it to run away here. Can Chill make it out though? He's gonna have a hard time. He should try considering Drunken Haze, the Storm Spirit. But that's gonna be a damn Brewmaster in the end. And it has a Blink Dagger, so he should be okay. I think he's just blinked away, and he should be fine in the end. Quick tip though: if you're Brewmaster and you Drunken Haze, the Storm Spirit, his slow won't activate, so pretty effective. and Edinalis and died. I don't know what happened there really, but
Probably went back in a little bit or something, I don't know. Of course, there was a lane war for xGame, so they had tabs on the Rubik's movement anyway. But yeah, it's definitely nice to get the Drunken Haze. I mean, I do believe he Drunken Brawlered off like one right click with Overload anyway.
yeah, but still, like if you do Drunken Haze, then for sure most of the hits won't get you the overload, so you'll have more time to run away, and you're faster than Storm Spirit without the ball lightning. So,
But of course, he was just trying to outrun the Brave King as well, so it's definitely nice in general to turn around and use the Drunken Haze. Probably would have gotten Ray Fire blasted for it though, so he was just trying to probably run as far as he can and get a blink out before he takes any damage. Just unfortunately, not quite fast enough there. But he almost has his own BKB, so next time around definitely won't be as easy to get the kill on him. Existo activates the darkness on the hunt for something. But looks like he won't find anything. And now finally Baby Knight has himself a BKB as well in the Shadow Fiend. So he can actually maybe survive in the fight now.
yeah, but I mean, he's died 8 times already. Can he recover? Shadow Fiends have good job recovering just because they can easily take stacks and whatnot, but he hasn't been stacked and anything of the sort. He has gotten a decent amount of last because he was just kind of AFK farming, but right now, the Luna, who's taking a lot of stacks, should be better off in this
That's
Shadow.
the diffuser finished after he gets those ancients now. He just needs the robe of the Magi to be purchased and he will have all the parts.
That's gonna be interesting. I've never seen Luna with a diffuser. If she goes Monta, I want to see how effective that might be.
Yeah, probably won't even be that bad. I mean, you have great attack speed as it is anyway, especially with the Bloodlust being there from the Ogre as well.
Does the diffusal? No, it does not work with Moonglaives, right? No.
No, it shouldn't. I hope it doesn't, at least.
I mean, that'd be
It should
nice.
only apply for the first hit. Any kind of attack modifier, although it's not an attack modifier, so who the hell knows these days, but...
Yeah, and then lifesteal does apply to the Moonglaves, so you never really know what Dota does.
Oh, it's... I think Dota itself doesn't know, but oh, Chill doesn't even have enough mana. Maybe with the magic trick, but never mind, just way too much damage with the Orchid there as well. So, nice kill with this, they can go for the tier 1, which they will do. Brewmaster doesn't even have buyback, even if you wanted to buy back and just surprise team fight or something.
Yeah. So that's gonna be an easy tier 1 for them. I mean, I guess they'll activate the glyph or something. Not even worth it. Oh, there it is.
I mean,
Buy some time
for
for
tier 1, always activate glyphs these days.
Yeah.
They're gonna refresh anyway, so... Keeper does have enough gold for a blink there now, if that's the build he wants to go for on the Brave King. Definitely would be a nice one to have, I think. Just get some form of initiation other than the Storm Spirit sipping his way in. Or just maybe Baby Knight blinking in as a Shadow Fiend. But looking at the graphs, it used to be about an 8k net worth lead, now has dropped down to about 6k-ish, 5.5. Net worth from about 10k back to almost 5. And next game also going for Roshan. So if they actually get this Roshan without Goomba doing anything, it's going to be rather huge, although some heroes are coming in. It might not be enough. Exist. He's going to get used up as well. Oh god, Baby Knight channeling his ultimate. Exist going to get pulled in. The Mystic Flare. Well, this is definitely going to be Roshan now, I think.
Yeah, the amount of damage that just came out of exists there. Very unfortunate, I think, him going on the load. I think that was really not the wisest of choices. And now it's going to be an easy Roshan. Probably going to be given to Baby Knight, so... Oh, never mind. It's going to be Tomash who grabs it. A really good target for this. The guys at Goomba are kind of against the ropes here.
And they were looking really good at one point, but now just giving away some kills. Suddenly Baby Knight and Tomash both. They're up there with the net worth. There was one point where Goomba's 3 cores. They were all just 1 to 3 in the positions there. Just a couple of bad fights, or Goomba, they're not even team fighting properly. And now there's a Midas on equal Skyriff Mage as well. So they want to make sure that every single of their heroes will be relevant even in the later stages of the game.
Which is probably the smartest choices here. It allows them to, you know, kind of stall the game if necessary, just kind of, and just kind of wait for the late game, and that's really effective in this case. But now they're trying. I mean, the guys at Goomba now have the pressure to actually try to create something, but they just can't. It's just too hard to catch up with these guys. They all have blinks. They all have really good escape mechanisms. They have an Omniac with them. So in general, I think what the guys at Goomba should try to do here at this point is just, oh, what a beautiful diffusal being used here to try to get this pesky little Omni Knight, and they're gonna actually destroy him. And yeah, no, the glaives don't work with diffusal. Okay, anyway, sorry, not going on Baby Knight, but he's actually gonna suffer a lot of damage himself. Kind of wanting to pick up a BKB if the Night Stalker at this point.
Well, Chill wanted to go for the Shadow Fiend even though he was BKB'd. Did think better of it by the end of it, but they're still going for a tier 2, so it's a 1-for-1. Of course, 10-second BKB was also used from Otterman, which didn't really net them that much. Maybe xGame would have tried to reinitiate otherwise, but still, there is an Aegis up on the Storm Spirit, and Storm Spirit probably one of the better heroes to take advantage of Cheese and the Aegis, just because you can do so much with your mana pool. Equal. Easy jump on him, although Tomasz will go for ED, should be an easy kill in return at least, especially with the Shadow Race is helping out. He's still alive, finally will go down as Kasha is there with the Invis Rune. Tomasz gonna go for Chill. Chill does have the ultimate, but doesn't really want to use it, at least not against a guy with an Aegis in the backline. Ignite comes out, slows down Baby Knight and Keeper. Manta style finished up for Luna as well. So they're getting the farm, but they're like split pushing and not team fighting, and not too sure if they're forcing the issue enough. They're just kind of letting xGame find pickoffs and just farm.
Yeah, I mean, they are getting pretty even trades though, to be fair, but in split pushing rather effectively with the Luna. At least she's not dying, so there's that. I think they're kind of just waiting to prepare her for the late game.
Well, Exist also just hasn't had the happiest of times 2 last fights. Just runs in, gets Mystic Flare, just dies almost immediately as well. Although he's rather tanky, still needs to go for a BKB.
Yeah. He's already going for it though. I mean, how much gold does he need yet? Around 2,200 or so.
Yeah,
so he's not tapped off. So, I mean, he should be okay. The Night Stalker should be able to get the BKB relatively soon.
Tomasz in the meantime has the Blast on as well, and there's the jump. Jumps pretty far, but Araman gets the BKB off before Baby Knight comes with his own BKB. ED gonna get silenced up, so easy kills Araman, trying to do enough right click damage, but it's not gonna be enough. Activates the Meta Style, it's gonna be enough to get Tomasz, maybe, nope. Purification keeps him alive, even Eclipse was not enough. So they lose 2 more heroes, and well, Baby Knight might lose his life with the Primal Split coming in. Dropping pretty damn low, they need a little bit more Exist, gonna get stunned, double stunned even, silenced up as well. Exist just can't do anything as a Night Stalker at this point. Once again just goes down, and well, finally Shadowfiend does lose his life, but can Chill even escape this if the Primal Split ends? Maybe with a nice blink out. Never mind, not gonna happen. So pops his BKB and TP out, might be enough, just barely so though, but still a 3-for-1 only.
Yeah, definitely not a good engagement. At least they get the Shadowfiend, so I mean that's possibly the best scenario, but it was 2 cores in the support, which is definitely bad.
So pretty much the XP lead, which was 10k, is non-existent at the moment. After this fight, once you properly update, might even be a little bit more in xGame's favor. Net worth also down to like 2.5k. That's just not how things should be looking for Goomba at this point. At least main Kasha, although he wasn't joining the fight, which is really weird. I mean, Ogre Mancha is meant for fights, but he does have his Aghanim Scepter finished now. So it might be a big enough upgrade for them to properly go for fights now. I'm not too sure, but just Luna isn't that strong of a hero until you have, or until you're pretty much 6 slotted.
Yeah, that's true. Luna's a really, really hard carry. At least as she was played before, and I think with this diffusal build, she's gonna be really, really hard. I know.
Well, with the Aghanims, we'll see how much luck or skill the Ogre will have. So far, haven't seen too much out of Kasha. I mean, a couple of nice multicasts, but that's about it. Chill though has picked up a plate mail, might be going for an AC, as Aegis is finally reclaimed from Tomasz. 11 blast on charges, if they can get the kill with a nice stun with the diffusal, but they need to get the diffusal first, and that's not that easy to accomplish. Well, Exist tries to go for something at least. They might find Keeper in mind, repel TP out. It's just all of them are escaping. They have pretty great vision as well, and I do believe it's a lot to do with just Goomba losing the gem that they purchased early, and they didn't even have it for that long. But BKB looks like Tomasz will be going for it now as well. Has the Ogre Club, needs another like 1.4k gold to finish it up. Eagle Song picked up on Baby Knight, so going for a Butterfly. They're not looking bad at all at this point. I mean, Shadowfiend definitely a pretty hard carry himself as well. Backed up by a Hand of Midas Brave King who has a Maelstrom and still hasn't gone for Blink, which I find extremely weird.
Yeah, I think it's because he was transitioning. He was so concentrated transitioning into a carry that he kind of forgot to be a support, which is kind of, I think it's gonna pay the toll eventually. If this doesn't go into super late game, and even so, I don't think the Mythic's gonna be the best, most effective carry. So I don't really like what they're doing with him, but I guess they know. I guess they think they know. Like
well,
the Race King.
him just getting like tank items might already be fine. Although Tomash long jump onto Gasha. They're gonna get the Ogre Magi as well. No heals from them. Childo will jump Baby Knight. Will make his BKB pop. Oh, Tomash, he's gonna go down. There's no purifications there. There's the Guardian Angel as well. My god, Stalkat, he's been doing so much. They get the kill in the end anyway with a nice Lucent Peep. There's the Eclipse as well. Will it be enough? Yes, it will for Stalkat. Baby Knight, his BKB ends. He's gonna get maybe chased down. He will have the blink in 1 second, and Storm Panda wasn't just fast enough there. In the end, it is a 2 for 2, but losing some Bloodstone charges on Storm Spirit is worth it. And now ED has stolen the ball lightning. They're gonna go for Baby Knight. No repel this time around, so they get the kill. Thank God for them, I guess. But yeah. Stalkat just doing so much on the Omni Knight, and he's about 70 gold away from the Aghanims.
That's pretty good actually. Oh, never mind. Wow, the Storm really wants to kill Chill, but Chill has to activate this BKB just to prevent the Tomash to kill him. Well, I guess I don't know. That was definitely not good for him.
Well, it was finally a fight that Goomba properly got as well. It's just Storm Spirit wasn't repelled at the right time, tied to the Eclipse, and just some stuns there as well. At least they got to kill off Kasha, so he didn't get off Bloodlust or any stuns at all. Had they jumped somebody else and the Ogre Magi had come in with his stuns, could have been even more disastrous, I guess. But I guess there's all in all just a really fine balance in this game.
Yeah. And if you look at it, by the way, Armin is now going to pick up soon, or he should be able to pick up soon the Butterfly. So that's going to really change the game around. It's going to make him really, really tanky, especially with the BKB. Because most of the damage is coming from, you know, the right clicks and whatnot of Storm and Shadow Fiend. So if he's able to just prevent half these right clicks with the Butterfly, he's going to be able to tank like half the things here. So this Luna is promising to be really powerful. No MKB in sight for any of the heroes. In fact, there's going to be, probably a Butterfly for the Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, Baby Knight though will get the Butterfly almost at the same time probably. So both of them are rather scary. If Luna though, of course, with the Moon Glaives, a little bit more so if they get the correct bounces. The one thing I'm extremely worried about though is that Exist, although he started off rather well on the Night Stalker, just hasn't been able to do much of anything in the latest fights. He really needs his own BKB, but since he is dying constantly in pretty much every single engagement, it's just not getting the gold for it. If you look at the net worth as well, even Wraith King has surpassed him up to 3.9k gold, so might be saving up for like a straight up AC or something. All chill, something's flying out to him. It's an AC as well, so definitely gonna help them in the next fight, but it might be countered by the AC coming out from Shkeeper if it's an AC after all in all from him.
Yeah, I don't know. The AC from Shkeeper is probably pretty effective, I would say, in this case. Though it's weird not to get the Maelstrom and not the Mjolnir. The Mjolnir actually is much more effective than Maelstrom. Like, its effectivity increases tenfold or something of the sort with the Wraith King. And it's still weird not to see this one.
Well, Tomash at the moment on the hunt, just static remnanting for the Roche area vision. Exist will find equal though. Is he gonna go? Never mind. Not gonna go that deep, although ED jumps in as well with the ball lighting. He's going to get jumped in return, blinks out galore. Exist will get slowed down by 1 overload, but they will make it out in the end. That was just some risks that I cannot really justify, although they didn't die. Those jumps by the Rubik and even Night Stalker going in just a little bit deeper there almost cost them their lives.
Yeah, it was kind of lucky that they were just at the edge. Enough for the slow not to matter that much, but right now I don't know if Goomba, the ganking team, because they have, you know, the guys who should be ganking are unable to. They're in a pretty bad position. They really are just hoping on Luna to turn this game around. Who has Butterfly already? Faster than actually no, as fast as Shadow Fiend.
Well, network wise, still about a 5k difference. So Armin is pretty huge. BKB down to 7 seconds though, so as it gets lower, it's harder and harder for them to fight, but equal, he's going to beat the casualty the first one at this BKB from Waterman. Will there be an Eclipse? Yes, there will, but Tomash, it doesn't do anything. Everybody's BKB, either Guardian Angel or Repelled or one or the other. But they get 2 kills anyway, just with the right click damage. ED finally gets chased down, but Tomash has to expend a lot of mana. And now Shkeeper fighting the illusions of the Luna. Triple kill for Araman as he brings down the Shadow Fiend. And they can just smoothly transition into Roshan.
Yeah, the Luna's starting to show her real power. Plus the power of the Ogre Magi with the Aghanims is insane as well. And now that it exists, even though he doesn't have his BKB, he's actually starting to, you know, get a little bit far from team fight to make sure to, you know, not get hit by every single nuke. So good team fights overall in general by the guys at Goomba, and they might be able to turn this around if they continue like this.
Yeah, it's also the fact that just for Scarf Mage couldn't do much of anything. He got jumped first. Oh god, Keeper though might be in some trouble. No Blink still, has picked up that Hyperstone and now he's gonna go down. I don't think the TP will be there in time. It's a reincarnation though, but there is no help in sight at all. So they're gonna go for the second time around as well. Void to slow him down. Right click's coming in, which is plenty. I mean, they have the lifesteal as well even. So nice kill there. He does have buyback, but Tomasz in the meantime, he goes down in the base, or does he? Oh god, he escapes with 30 HP. Scar of Mage kills off Ogre, but that escape was so crucial for Storm Spirit. Now he can actually jump back in and try to stop the racks from going down. Otherwise, would have been almost guaranteed racks.
Wow, these racks actually going to go down regardless. And Armin still really powerful, has the Aegis still, and the second set of racks should be going down. That is the range racks. So one more hit ought to do it. There it is. And now Baby Knight in trouble. Gonna probably be hit by Armin. Armin's really, really fast. But no, they're not gonna go for the towers. They're just gonna... Oh, never mind. They will go for the second set of racks. Insane. They have a BKB still, so Armin is pretty confident. And his glaives are just so powerful. They also have Chill, which is a ultimate. They should definitely... They're waiting for a team fight. And there's the BKB. That was a bait. Tomasz baited completely. No Eclipse fused or anything of the sort because they don't have it. But for now, I mean, Tomasz actually receiving too much physical damage. He's going to go down. The second set of racks should be going down here really easily. Too much damage coming from Armin. Jesus Christ. This is a lot of damage. Oh my god.
Yeah, there's the silence of Armin. Purges it off himself, but doesn't matter. He doesn't have the BKB anymore. Maybe repel stolen. Nope, not going to happen. Armin just stuns up Stalkat. They will probably get the counter kill anyway. Yeah, with the Primal Split, they will guarantee it. Tomasz gonna get stunned up. A little bit low on mana as well, but he just blinks away from him. Now Primal Split, Keeper still alive, still has the reincarnation as well, so not the easiest target to go for. So it's gonna be run time, but they got 2 racks. Doesn't matter how many heroes they lose now. It's still gonna be a worthy trade. Blink to disjoint the Rayfire Blast as well. Just excellent turn of events for Goomba. 2 racks ahead now. It's gonna just gimp xGame so heavily. I mean, even if they get a lot of farm, just leaving base will be so hard.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, this is quite a great team fight by them. And it was also the power of Luna. Like, I know she had Aegis and whatnot, but she just destroyed everything. And Sushi's going to be able to do the same with the last set of racks. So, right now, the Luna just showing how powerful she can be once she's 6 slotted. She's not even 6 slotted yet. She's missing that one last item, which is probably going to be a Satanic. The interesting thing, by the way, the Rubik has been doing a lot of work with that ball lightning. He's been doing amazing things with that ball lightning. And on top of that,
I really like how he's kind of a lightning rod. I don't know if Tomasz is making the correct decision even, but he's been chasing down the Rubik so often in the fights, which, I mean, in the end, even if you kill the Rubik, it doesn't even matter. And if you're out of mana, then Goomba is like, yeah, epic winning, Rubik died, but we killed everybody else just because Storm Spirit didn't do anything to the cores.
It's because I think it's the fact that if the Storm Spirit even tries to attack the Luna, which is, I guess would be the primary target. Maybe Exist will be the other target. He can't, because Exist has a BKB. Now he has a BKB, and he can silence him really easily. So the Storm doesn't want to fight that. But if he attacks the Luna, Luna literally just massacres him. Like, you saw that physical damage. It's too much.
Keeper in some trouble, maybe. Never mind. Gonna turn around. There's the silence into chill as well. He gets the BKB, has the Primal Split if need be. Tomasz already down to half HP in the meantime. Sherafin with his BKB pops the ultimate, but Kasha still pretty healthy. Cannot really turn around because everybody has BKBs and are repelled. Primal Split finally comes out, but where is ED running? No idea where. And it wasn't a proper fight. Some of them backing off now. Primal Split just used to try to run away. I'm not sure if Goomba should have even tried to go that aggressive without all 5 of them being there.
Yeah, I kind of have to agree with you. I think at least the only lost 2 heroes could have been probably the best. What is ED doing here? Okay, whoa.
He went for a Purification Bomb. He had Purification Stone, and I think he used it on a illusion of Luna there, maybe. But he died himself as well. I guess they're just so-called creating space. A lot of effigies have been destroyed now. Tier 4 down to like 600 HP as well.
Fair enough, but still.
Yeah, it definitely was unnecessary from them.
Satanic already on Luna though, which is going to be pretty, really powerful. There it comes. And, I mean, wow.
But at the moment, since with the Satanic, I mean, it's definitely hard to get a kill on him. But let's say they get the kill, that's going to mean that Luna won't have buyback. And being level 24, you're going to be dead like for what, 96 seconds I believe. So it's a little bit risky maybe, but then again, next game they're not, or in no position to really actually go look for fights themselves. So I guess Luna farming up that extra like 2k, it's not going to take him all that long. Although nevermind, has a Diffusal Blade recipe coming out as well because, well, he's at 0 charges.
Yeah. I think it's viable. I think it's possible. Let me just wait a little bit. She should be fine. Taking the couple of stacks of creeps and whatnot, I don't think that's much of an issue.
So Demon Edge picked up on Baby Knight. I guess Monkey King Barn in the making for the Shadow Fiend. Definitely kind of a necessity. Tomasz has an ultimate orb, so I guess a Hex coming off from him. AC was finished on Keeper before the last engagement, I think, just before that. Stalkat hasn't picked up anything after the Aghanims. So Omni Knight, his effectiveness is slowly reducing as well here.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that ultimate is really the only thing, the Guardian Angel, and if he doesn't get everyone in range with that, I mean, even if he does that, he gets
Everybody's in range with the Aghanims, man.
Oh, it's true, never mind. But,
even the buildings, I think, right?
Yeah, buildings are hit too. Which is insane, obviously, because it will heal the buildings, but at this point, I think if he does that, he gets the gate eclipsed. If he doesn't do that, if he does repel, Luna just smashes him down. Luna's just the perfect combination against the Omni Knight because she has both physical and magical damage, so he's having a hard time right now, and it makes sense.
Yeah. Third set of frags, under siege already. Keeper wants to come in. The jump is there. Tomasz pops his BKB. Primal Split is there as well, but I mean, he's so damn tanky. Activates the BKB as does exist. Keeper gonna go down first, of course. Has the reincarnations, doesn't care that much. But the telekinesis into Tomasz silence as well. With the multicast to follow Guardian Angel, not enough. Commits suicide. Maybe would have even survived with the Guardian Angel, to be honest. But Baby Knight now channeling his ultimate, goes for the Requiem, but just not doing nearly enough. Now chill, ultimate ends, but there's the multicast once again by Baby Knight, onto Baby Knight rather. And that's gonna be the death of him. No buyback. Stalkat will be another casualty with the Diffusal Blade slowing him down. The last set of frags going down. I think Goomba, this is the end for this game.
Yeah, that when Yame dies to like the glaives, just the glaives, not even the actual attacks, then you're in trouble. Chill just killing off this. Wow, he didn't even care, just killing off this Skylath Mage, and now they should be able to take these racks and GG. Oh well, well played honestly by the xGame guys. It's just like Goomba at the end just took off. Luna just being too powerful as a hard character.
Yeah, really good to see just Luna actually winning a game properly as well. Just seeing her in that carry phase. The Moonglaves do quite a lot. I do believe they even got like extra bounces in the latest patch as well or something. So yeah, Luna definitely strong as we just witnessed as well. Really nice itemization by the Brewmaster, going for the Vladimirs as well as the AC, just helping out the team that way. And ED, really well played by Rubik all in all. I mean, just great team effort.
Yeah, that Storm, steal that ball lightning, just run around with it. I love them. Congratulations, ED. You're my favorite now.
Well, I guess this is gonna be it for us for the day. There's more Dota on channels HeflaTV and HeflaTV2 on Twitch. It is House of Gamers versus Album Sheet, as well as Denial versus DD Dota. So more Dota to come today. They are already live with that as well. I do believe there's gonna be like a couple of more games. One at 21 CT, which should be like Spatial Soldiers versus the loser of Denial versus DD, and at 23 CT is gonna be WWWW or something like that. Versus
Wheel versus Pain.
Wheel versus Pain, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Should be the American finals for the playoffs, guys. So at 23 CT, and I guess by us, it's it. Last words, D-Sword.
Just thank you for having me, and if you guys are interested in seeing me again at the Swordfish, and obviously as well on Facebook, look up the Swordfish, and I'll be up there.
Yeah, guys. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed the cast. Hope you enjoyed the entire day. Whatnot. A little bit of delays with game 1, but we got to the end. So guys, appreciate it that you came, and see you another time.